Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Reus 2, where today we're doing it. We are pushing Ashen Grove Shrines all the way up to 250 prosperity. In, in theory, it's a trip. It's going to be a little bit of a trip from here to there. Okay, so one thing that we need to do very badly is just keep pushing fish, right? We just got a sushi bar as hard as we possibly fucking can. So, how do we manage that? Let's take a quick look at the ocean. Right now we have 6 ocean patches, and our prosperity overall is pretty good with stuff set up the way it is. If we want more prosperity, I mean, the fact is we're going to have to pull some more drafts here. We're going to have to spend resources on drafts. And we're also going to have to do an expansion of this water. So the expansion charge is going to cost us population. We use wealth to buy terraform charges, which I do think are valuable, and upgrade charges, which we probably don't need, is my guess. I think we're probably going to be fine on those. So I think if we're buying more... If buying Era with wealth is like... Or Eon with wealth is very expensive. Friends, I am very worried about getting this done. I don't think we're going to get there. To be fair, I didn't really understand where we were headed. Ooh, okay, we're going to try. So I need to buy some Eon Limit. There's no two ways about that. Let's go ahead and do it. The cost of Eon Limit from technology is already so high that this is how we're going to buy our draft charge instead. Alright, we're going to take a draft. Unfortunately, we have to take the draft of Taiga, but we have to take this draft to be able to get another draft that matters. It is, of course, nonsense to take the moose in this situation, although the Labrador tea and the poplar are both kind of interesting. I would love to take a pull that gives us stuff that we can put in a forest or an ocean, but unfortunately it looks like the only share overs are things that we already have. So I think this particular draft is just going to be of very low value to us. Nephrite's like fine. Yeah, I'm a little leery because like we have important drafts coming up, and we do need to make sure, theoretically, we have important drafts coming up, and we do need to make sure we're getting good rerolls on those. So I'm reluctant to spend a reroll here, so I think I might just take like the Arctic Wolf. These are pretty good options. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this, even though we may not end up using it, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world. Now, we need another draft, and we have to take it of either ocean or forest, and I think we're talking ocean. I think we need fish. Unfortunately, doing this is going to mean that we can't buy any border boosters or microcharges anymore, because we're unlikely to improve our technological state any further. You're 5 tech away from... Ooh, lamp was pretty good. Yeah, I guess like products that come from better resources are better themselves. Yeah, I think we're unlikely to improve our tech very much. But I also think we got to spend our other resources buying other things. Alright, let's make it an ocean draft. Hooray! Unrestricted drafts! We got there! Okay, I need something big, big, big. I mean, that oil doesn't seem bad. So the surgeon fish comes with that mahi-mahi that we can't use. We can't use seagrass either. Shoot. I think we might have to re-roll here. Because the thing is, like, what I need is fish that I can play, right? We are very low on biodiversity. And the fish that we're pulling here that aren't biodiversity fish are food fish. which we can't use. Oh, there's no other Biotica left in the draw pool, though. We actually can't do a reroll on this because this is everything that we... that's not very good. That's extremely problematic. So red algae is pretty bad. Surgeon fish is unplayable for one reason. Mahi Mahi is unplayable for a different reason. We also can't play sunfish. We can take the white plumed anemone and some science stuff. The sargassum is just, this is three unplayable sources. The oil is cool in theory. I mean, we'd at least be able to use the basalt, although it's not very good. No, this is grim. I think part of the problem we're running into here, and I'm going to take the oil even though I think basalt's the only thing out of any of these that is interesting at all to us. I don't think we're going to get this, and I think part of it is that we just don't have a wide enough variety of 3 stars available, which means we may have to come back here and do Sludge Corp again at some point in the future if we want to 3-star it, which I do. But yeah, as things stand right now, it's just pretty ugly. We do have a million micros. We have so many emblems, and we have no micro charges, and we can't buy micro charges, but we have micros on you as well. So yeah, I think we're going to... I mean, first of all, we can just throw down some sphagnum moss on this thing. The question is, like, do I think I'm going to upgrade these slots? The only upgraded thing we have to put down is barrel eyes. And while barrel eyes are good, no doubt, they can't be put in these shallow slots. So I think we are, in fact, going to... I think I'm comfortable using the micro here. Yeah, this is just 48 food. You know, that's prosperity. That's a prosperity, probably. Yeah, it's going to be 1. But food is wealth here in the bottling plant, here in the canning plant. So that's something. There was more food than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So, if we want to buy an expansion charge to force more territory into this city, and then we want to buy an Eon limit boost, we're kind of out of resources. It's pretty scary stuff, actually. Yeah, let's do an expand. Oh, maybe I should have sanctuaried. What does it cost to buy terraforms? Terraforms are wealth. We're not close to being able to afford one anyway. We are close to being able to afford another expand. Okay, so it is high value to put down barrel eyes. The barrel eyes do need a level 2 slot. Here's a problem. I don't think that it makes a lot of sense for us to... Like, you know, I love to legacy. I love to put resources in a slot before we upgrade it, for obvious reasons. But I think we're going to have to skip on that this time because we just don't have the Eon. So I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade these slots like this. The current slot boosters will disappear. You know what? Let me do it in the... This one's just 2 blank empties. We may as well do it here. Okay, we created a mineral booster. We leave the animal booster in place, right? And then you want to go barrel eyes. That gets us some stuff, including some mystery, which will convert into food. And then we want to place a plant somewhere. It doesn't matter what kind of plant, right? Plant and fish, yeah. So it could be a sea plant. A sea anemone. Right, they only go in shallow water. Never mind. So we want to just put down like a bamboo or whatever. Gosh, we have so much biodiversity in the forest, and we have no way to spend it. Gosh, the white mulberry is pretty good. Do I have any level 2 slots just sitting open anywhere? Because I've definitely upgraded some stuff here. I do have a level 2 slot just sitting open. The white mulberry should actually be very good here, right? This should be some decent decent total yield. We can drop a bunch of micros in this biome, and also that gets us more sushi bar, which is obviously huge. But yeah, we're just like we're never going to get anywhere near 250 because we don't have the right kinds of things. If we could pull one more draft, we could draft forest, but I don't. We just like what would we get, right? There's nothing of the specific types of things that we need in the draft pool in the first place. All right, let's deploy a bunch of micros, probably up here in the forest. We'll feed our new white mulberry. All right, so what do we got? 20 food for each distinct animal within borders. Goes on a 2-star or lower biotica. Okay, it doesn't really matter what we put it on, I don't think. And we're not going to be setting up a sanctuary anywhere, so... Oh, you don't have any empty aspect slots? Okay. So wait, Oh, sorry, the silk road, it's not each one in the biome, it's each one in the bioticum. Alright, well, put this in there then. Plus an awful lot of food, plus a little bit of gold. Mystery and gold for each animal within borders. I mean, that's pretty good. Plus 8 food for each distinct plant within borders. So we have 2 kinds of trees here, a 3rd kind of tree there. We have the sea anemone. I mean, that's not horrible. Yeah, let's throw a sage emblem on you. And then also a pirate queen emblem, I guess. That'll generate some food via mystery. Alright, this is all stuff that we get to do without having to expend any Eon, which is something. 168, we're pushing. Okay, plus 8% food yield for each plant. I mean, like, is there anything else out here that is there anything we can put this on that is producing food? Like, even in kind of a sneaky sideways way. I mean, that one is, but it's got no slots left. The answer is no, not really. So I guess I could have put the other sage emblem on here. I should have. Well, no, it wouldn't fit, right? Only 1-star or lower biotica. So this might go on. I mean, do we have any fish that have become sneaky food producers due to trickeries? Well, see, this barrel eye has 20 food on the slot. Does this work that way? Oh, right, 1-star biotica. Right. I know this. I know how to read. I can understand how you think I might not, based on the way I'm always playing the game. But I swear. So plus 8% food output, not actually going to be terribly useful here. This, though, this can go on anything. It may as well... It is a percentage boost. So who's producing the most gold of our 1-stars? Yeah, Feldspar is in a level 2 slot, right? Yeah. What's a level 2 thing? This is in a level 3 slot, but it's only a 1-star, so we can still hit it. I think it's going to be the Palace Cat, though, right? Yeah, 25. Okay, it doesn't matter which one we do. They're both the same. Alright, as far as the most science output goes, of things that are actually 2-star, the coal is 3. The Feldspar is only 2, though. And it has a slot. That feels like the winner, right? For a plus 5%. Yeah, I think so. It's a pretty decent amount of bonus science. Okay, you get this one. We have very few 3-star targets, so it's pretty easy to place those. Alright, and then there's just like plus gold and mystery. Y'all are... There's nothing that gives mystery up here. So I think it's gonna be the barrel eyes, probably. Oh no, these manta rays are yeah, of course. These manta rays are mystery producers. Go hit the manta rays with this. That'll actually be pretty good. Alright, and then we have your micros to place. So a couple of mystery producers and a big science bonus. Alright, what's got the most science of the things that we still have slots open on? We have a 45 here. Y'all are full. Is there anything beating a 45? Obviously, there's lots of stuff over here that can still get upgraded. We just don't have room under our Eon cap. Yeah, and given infinite time, you know, we could drive a value up and then increase it, but infinite time is something we do not have. Yeah, alright. Gosh, yeah, we really don't have a lot left. Am I going to be able to purchase another... We'd have to get to 30 population. So plus mystery could just go anywhere. Like, where are some things that I'm fairly confident I'm not going to replace? It's very unlikely this suckerfish gets replaced. Yeah, sure. I'll just give you some plus mystery. And mystery is population, so... Or it's food. It's not very much, sadly, but it is something. And then, like, who else is sticking around for sure? It still has a slot open. At this point, probably everything. Yeah, you know what? Here, have some more mystery. So that's not going to get us anywhere near 60. You know, perhaps unsurprisingly, it starts to require an awful lot of resources to improve stuff here. Yeah, and then all we can do is pump science a little bit out of geez, out of something pretty unimpressive, honestly. Like, again, I wish there was a way to just turn on like fast yields. There might be, and I just haven't. Maybe I haven't found it, but I sure don't know where it would be. So I think we're just giving like plus 25% science to something that's producing 20 science. I could get another microcharge if we got just a little bit more tech. We would need 18 more points. And we might be able to do that, actually. We can't place a new source anywhere, but we can replace an existing bioticum. Yeah, woo! So if I replace an existing bioticum somewhere else with something that gives a reasonable amount of science, maybe over here. Oh gosh, you lost your nests. I suppose what we maybe do here is, we're not going to get there, right? We're extremely not going to get there. Yeah, we're at 174. We'd have to get 76 more population. So maybe the way we tap out here is we just replace this lost bird. Because we could just throw down a cardinal. You're not a fruit tree, sadly. Does it have to be distinct birds? No. It might actually be better for it to just be a crossbill. Yeah, it's 25 gold instead of 20. We'll just put this down, finish the, sorry, crossbill. Just put this down, reset the nests. And then we can't do any more bioticum placement, but it'll give us some resources we could use to buy some other stuff, and we'll just I don't know if it will let me continue to make changes like adding micros once we're out of Eon. This is a good chance to find out, I suppose. Because that should actually be quite a lot of resources here. Wait, shouldn't that have generated a ton of science? We got all that mystery. But it didn't, I don't think it generated the science because we didn't go up on technology the way we were supposed to. It's a trade mission. Okay, well, I mean, that's something. What are they going to import? I guess the dried coral? I was really expecting that to work. And we did accumulate some spendable wealth. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. So we do have the ability to buy stuff, but it didn't give me the ability to buy the microcharges I was hoping, so we can't get the kind of improvements I was hoping for. Oh, they're coming all the way to Ashen Grove, where they might import lamps, which is fun. If they did, would that give me the science that I want? Actually really curious. Yes, the answer is yes, that does work. I don't know why the other thing didn't seem to. But now that that's happened, we can buy ourselves some micros. And then with those micros, What's like a productive thing we could do? I don't think we're going to be able to push 5 points of wealth. Could we push you to a trade route? No, probably not. You'd have to gain 14 points of wealth. That's very grim. Okay, so you're guaranteed to get a sphagnum moss. You're guaranteed to get plus 40% primary yield. You're guaranteed to get what? Plus 25% primary yield for each adjacent bioticum that has a base science yield. That's cool. I guess let's have you summon them. So, base science yields. We don't have a lot of those around. But like the bamboo benefits from this. You get some bonus bamboo yield. You're adjacent to one thing with the base science yield. Yeah, like this palace cat is adjacent to a lot of stuff with those yields. Obviously, you want to put this on like a higher value bioticum, but also unfortunately, all of our high value bioticum are sort of spent. So yeah, we'll just throw some bonus food on something, then we'll call it. I don't think it matters what this food goes on. I mean, the 344 prosperity we're getting here is certainly enough to unlock some more features. Here, bonus food for you. And then just 20 gold is not like super interesting, and we don't have any place to stack it, so like I'll just throw it on something. You know, I guess this isn't going to push you over. I could potentially gain a point of prosperity. Yeah, I could gain a point of prosperity by putting this beetle down in this biome. Huh. Not enough biodiversity to place this aspect. Are you not allowed to place... I didn't realize that required biodiversity. Okay, well, in neither place that we are actually allowed to put the drone beetle will it generate a point of prosperity. So it just goes on one of the other trees then. Beetles for everybody! So close. It's so close to being another point of prosperity. Alright, who wants a thing that does literally nothing? Let's spend this last one. Nobody over here is producing food. Throw it on this rock. Delicious moss agate. Everybody loves the taste of moss and rock. Two great tastes that taste great together. Okay, and we can buy stuff, but none of this stuff actually does anything. So then we will conclude the planet. You did it! Yay! Plus 32% food output. If only. If only there were a way to make it do something. Alright, so we will be better prepared for Sludge Corp the next time that we do this one. I will say I got caught quite off guard. And if we were aiming for Sludge Corp in the future, we will know not to take food-based drafts, and a lot of our decisions ended up being burned pretty badly by this thing that I wasn't expecting. I wonder if all of the 3-star, or if all of the 3rd era turning points are so transformative. Focus groups report a rise in happiness as long as you ask them very particularly worded questions. Oh, I like the eclipse effect on the moon as it moves in front of the sun. That's really cool. All right, we certainly earned some stuff. A final score of 348. You know, it ain't terrible. And we did 3-star some things. It was probably a little presumptuous to think that I was gonna 3-star a third era thing on my first attempt. But let's unlock some cool shit. Hell yeah, Siberian tigers. See, like, this is the kind of stuff we needed. 75 gold for each distinct herbivore. See, this would still be bad on that planet because you can't really place herbivores very much. Absolute apex would fire, at least. Yep, the black bear and the stellar sea eagle, of course, very familiar. Okay, cobalt getting a bonus for each distinct mineral on the entire planet. That's pretty cool. Bauxite wants to be around high star stuff. On a mountain tile, you can put this in the middle and have the other things on that patch satisfy it. So that's pretty cool. Spider monkeys are good, of course. I think this might be the first time we're seeing agave. That's useful though. That's awfully handy. And not on this planet, but you know what I mean. The ibex, adorable, loves to jump around from rock to rock. Okay, another source of agave and basalt, which is good. I like these. I like the biomes that have these little gimmicks, like the barren thing and the ruggedness. Each set of plant and predator in the entire biome. That seems very good. And it's an undergrowth and it's toxic. Like, this plays well with a lot of interesting things. Got your raccoon dogs, your leaf turquoise. That's pretty good. Alright, good strong stuff there all around. Show me some fish. Okay, you know what? More ocean plant life is also good. Yeah, the sun coral, I think, is new, right? Have we seen a thing that counts coral tags? It's interesting that gets an extra copy of its coral tag. The octopus just wants there to be minerals in the biome as a whole. It's very flexible, which I appreciate. Predator and prey is a handy set of tags, although it sure would be sick if it was a critter as well. Hey, chert! That's interesting. It's got 2 element tags. And hydrothermal vents. Plus 2 biodiversity and 20 science if there are 3 micros in the adjacent biotica. That's really interesting. Alright, extremely cute monkey. Wow, extra science for every point of resources in the trees around it. I really want to do this tree thing. We haven't really set up a good tree biome yet, but it seems like it could be very powerful. There's a lot of stuff that plays with the tree tags. Like a proper forest. And mud volcanoes. Tagged volcanic for each adjacent mineral. Okay, I was gonna say this would be a really good fit with the hydrothermal vents, and indeed, there we go. Volcanic is another thing where I feel like we've not seen anything that cares about it, but there's certainly some sources of it. All right, the Savannah giant is our last giant. The Savannah biome is our last biome. That's exciting. For now, you'll get a bonus apex unlock for every 3 era stars when you complete a planet. Be able to push toward these unlocks quickly. This is very cool, and then eventually, yeah, all of the characters could be the main spirit of a planet. Well, That only took like half an hour. I say let's start a new world. We can get through a first era here. So the Huntress. Okay, the Huntress is marked as the only one that we've completed a 3-star. What do we want to aim for? We know now the requirements of a couple of the 3-star eras. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty fun. Your leader has heard an aberrant call from beyond the fabric of reality. I do want to be there for that. 35 biodiversity on the planet. Is that 35 unspent? Or does accumulated biodiversity that we've committed to creatures still count? I would hope it would be the latter. And then there's one that we didn't even see it. It wasn't even offered to us. Let's aim for Age of Horror, right? This seems fun. So 3 herbivore biotica or 20 money. I also want to play with the new giant, obviously. So it's hard to know exactly what we're looking for, but I kind of feel like this is a gold thing. Predators often care about herbivores. I know we were just way up on Pirate Queen, but like Pirate Queen's real good. And then of course there's just the goddess. This goddess is just like very straightforward. She's powerful though, huh? You know what? Goddess it is. So symbiosis based on biotica in rows and collecting specific sets. Oh, that's really interesting. So yeah, okay. I think I would like to see the tree thing. So we're gonna go forest, Savannah, and food gold. I'm a little worried that if we don't go taiga, we'll have a real lack of science available to us. But yeah, I mean, you don't need that much science. You know, maybe we'll do this. Oh, I don't think I realized +1 rugged per mountain slot in the taiga. That's neat. Which rock giant are we doing? I really do like them both. I think they're both interesting. Yeah, let's go taiga again. I feel like the taiga plays with the tree stuff pretty well. Yeah, okay. Let's get started. Look at you. You are fucking adorable. All right. Wealth and food. Let's do it. Savannah. So we're just going to create a chunk of Savannah. I don't know, like this much Savannah. And I'm pretty much going to plunk you down in the middle of it, I think. You know, maybe we'll adjust stuff later. We'll see. For right now, I just wanna look at this. I might let me do a thirds terraform here. We can adjust stuff later if we feel the need. Okay, so what are the default plants of the Savannah? We have access to a fair number of 1-stars at this point. We want to generate some wealth, obviously. We get guinea fowl. We got African wild dogs. Ooh, double gold if adjacent to an African wild dog. That's really interesting. That makes them work together. Working together, that makes them very high yield for a 1-star. So they want to be adjacent to a prey or a critter. But you're a critter and you're also a critter. I guess what I'm going to do is Oh, wait. Sorry. That's the wrong... That's not the side that they expanded onto. So we'll just put them down like this. And then give them a guinea fowl to hang out with. He's so excited. He's like, fuck, I love dogs. This is the best. Alright. I'll get you some value. We did it. Somehow we managed. Stay glorious. Changes when this city gains a neighbor. Okay, so maybe let's not with the neighbor just yet. Can I get us to 15 prosperity without doing that? Because I bet I can. So we want herbivores or money. Money would be good enough. The cat temple is really interesting. What's your mystery payout? Pretty good. But we don't currently have access to cats, so it's hard to want to take that. Obviously, we can prioritize cats, and it's not unique cat biotica. So the second we have a cat, we can cat temple to the maximum. None of these play especially well. The cat temple ends up being, by a large margin, the most total payout. Alright. It's not going to help right now, but it's also not going to go obsolete yet. So we'll just hold off on that. Okay, what can you do for us here? Amethyst, which would love to be next to an animal. And redstone, which would love to be next to a plant. And actually has pretty good overall payout if it's next to a plant. And then you... Okra, that's pretty great when it's next to a mineral. Ooh, hiding spot's fun. That's also a really good payout. Just try to push to 15 prosperity really fast here. I would love to not put the other city down until we make it. It looks like it's maybe going to be doable, because this is going to get us 14. No, sorry, that took us to 13. So I would need to gain, I think, more than I'm going to be able to get out of... Maybe. So the mineral I was looking at was redstone. Are you going to expand if I put a thing out? No, because there's not, right, it's not filled in. So it's a little awkward that it expanded out a little bit in the other direction instead of staying focused to one side, because we could get maximum value redstone out that way. So the thing I don't know is if I put down 2 sources. If I put down 2 biotica, it's gonna hit our eon limit. And then I have an unspent nomad charge, right? Putting that down is going to increase our eon limit. But I don't know if I can do it after we've hit go to the next era. And I guess it doesn't super... For the first era, it doesn't super matter, right? I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to try to get this done with no neighbor. So I'm going to go ahead and place a redstone. And then we're going to put a plant next to it. One of these plants likes to be next to minerals. So that seems like kind of a no-brainer. Alright. So, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to wait for all this to accumulate. There's 15. We win. Stay glorious, obviously. Now I'm going to put this down, and we're going to see what happens. This is going to be just kind of a... You have a lot of room to expand. I think we can put this down kind of near the edge. The Pirate Queen loves the high seas, and that's a little bit of an awkward fit for us. So let's call in a sage. And sage living in the forest makes a lot of sense. Actually, with that being the case, let's maybe give you more space. And I want to see what happens to our Eon limit when he settles down. If it doesn't jump up and we just go to the new era, that's totally fine. But I am curious if it will give us more space under the cap even after we hit the cap. It won't be terribly useful information for anything right now, but it might be in the future. Weird mechanical edge cases are things that you should take some effort to investigate when they pop up, so that if they ever would be useful, you know. Okay, it does. It does shove the remaining Eon limit underneath the cap. That's interesting. Okay, 3 population. I bet we can make that happen. So the blueberries like to be next to minerals. Yeah, this is all very simple. So I do like a rabbit and a stoat. That's a gold booster. Let's get y'all over here. Yeah, the Savannah giant is such a cool design. All right, stoats for you. Get some rabbit. Get some blueberry for the moment. So now the thing is, adding the mineral is actually not going to get us completion here. Because we need 15 food. Oh no, never mind. It hadn't accumulated that. Adding the mineral is going to get us completion here. It doesn't particularly matter what. I mean, a little bit of early science is good probably, and also this gives us a couple points of undergrowth next to each other, which might matter. And then this will give us another nomad charge. Let me actually lay down my taiga. Okay, you're going to want a bunch of extra food. And farm does play well. We are somewhat likely to try to select herbivore biotica, so maybe herder's hut would be a better pull. Let's grab an inventor and put him down just sort of hereabouts, I suppose. I need more planet, is what it is. We might want to buy an early expansion charge and just really give ourselves a lot of extra slots. The thing is, placing expansion charges inside a city's limits so that you're getting half an expansion charge, but also 2 region boosters, or expansion boosters, is a pretty big deal. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So let me not make this choice yet. I think what we're going to do is... We don't actually get any rewards for finishing the inventor settlement. So it's not a super high priority. Definitely want to put a stone down here, I suppose. But I think I want to start taking my drafts. We want to focus on cats and see what else we get, and then let whatever we get guide our decision making over here. So let's start with Savannah. No cats here. No cats here. First draft always has the same options. No re-rolling that. Okay, so... we don't have any idea what her third pull is going to be. Spotted Hyena gives money and scavenger for each adjacent mineral. That's interesting. Ugly is cruel. Hyenas are not ugly. I think hyenas are adorable. Do people think hyenas are ugly? Sound off in the comments. Tell me how. Tell me what you think a hyena looks like. This is like pretty good science for a 1-star. Each adjacent undergrowth, yeah. Yeah, that's really impressive, actually. This stuff is not going to go into the biome where we're making the undergrowth choice anyway. A goosey. I would have guessed that this was a watermelon. Well, you know, Savannah herd I think is interesting. Is an herbivore that wants to be near other herbivores for the things we need. I think it's interesting. Population's good, even if she does want money more than that in the end. Okay, another draft. Gimme forest draft. So y'all know I love a pangolin. Pangolin gets us a cat, gets us an undergrowth. Pretty hard to turn down pangolin, honestly. But if we're talking about trying to set up for the tree thing in the long run, pulling apple tree and pear tree right now is definitely good. The pear tree wants to be near some herbivores. Gosh, the apple tree produces so much food, and the sage does love food. Yeah, okay, we're going to go this way. I usually go pangolin. Pangolin's ridiculously good, but we're going to go this way, even though it doesn't get us the palace cat. I'm sure we'll get the palace cat. I was about to say we always have the palace cat, so I feel like it's pretty common. But to be clear, we always have the palace cat because I always draft the pangolin. Let me go Savannah again. I think we've seen the Savannah stuff the least. Okay, can't help but notice a lack of cats here. Amaranth produces bonus food for each plant in the same row. White rhino is an herbivore that loves herbivores. Gets us this impala, which is pretty good. African violets. And yams. No crossover to other biomes on any of this stuff, but I do think the rhino seems pretty strong. And he's a titan. Look at him. what a big brave fella. And I guess, so that being the case, I think we're going to go with the undergrowth thing then. Or fruit. Like, I'm incentivized to go fruit now that we have the fruit trees. The apples want to be near fruit. Yeah, you know what? Blueberries, fruit. Let's do it. Let's go fruit picker. It does have a higher payout than the other food ones too. So be it. And I guess that's the one we get to work on now, right? Like, so you want to be adjacent to at least 2 fruit bioticum. They don't need to be distinct. You want to be adjacent to 2 distinct herbivores, which is a little trickier. And we do have them. So how do we set this? How do we set this down? It's like the pear tree goes here. The apple tree goes there. No, I need both of the trees to be out a little bit from the settlement. Maybe I'm replacing this blueberry stuff. Yeah, because we need like a little bit of like outside room. So it's like if I go pear here, one of my herbivores is satisfied already. Then I want to go apple tree here. Gets us some fruit picker. And then we need another herbivore in this slot. Is in fact arboreal. There's no two ways about that. And then we need another fruit to the right. And it could be blueberry if we want to put a mineral out there. But I think I would rather have it be a pear tree. Like the gain with the blueberry obviously is the extra point of biodiversity. And then you cap with a mineral. If it's a pear, you have to put another herbivore out. You have to make more rabbits. But I think that's actually fine. Yeah, I kind of want to like get trees established and stuff. All right, we will move into the next era now gracefully. Actually, if you're gonna border expand, are we gonna finish the project? Well, no, you'll only gain 15 more food. It'll push us into 9 population, but we can just go ahead and hit the button now. Okay, so a monument age I think is very easy. The goddess starts the construction of the monument, and then we just focus on the goddess city. And the goddess city is really easy to push up in value anyway, because goddess. Or we could do farming and just push population really hard. But like the thing we want to do, we want to do a monument age. Let's go ahead and lock that in. Construction site should be trivial to maintain. We still got to get this cat temple firing. And then we were going to put down a rabbit over here to activate the pair. And doing that, I think it's going to activate the this thing. And then we just need to put one more fruit inside the borders, and we get fruit picker turned all the way on. But we don't even need that to finish the project and get ourselves another draft. All right, do I want a taiga draft? We still aren't even really working in the taiga yet. I kind of want to take another forest draft. I know that I'm just like letting this one city languish. I shouldn't let it languish too much. We want to get our choice of projects going. How do you have a point of technology already? Where is that from? Oh, you just start with everything at 1, right? Yep, that makes sense. Here, let's do this real quick. Let's get this set up. Give me a taiga draft. You know what? So I really do like just pulling an early copper. If we know that this is what we're doing, we're not really... This is like a thing where we do want to focus rugged this time. A fox is cat-like, but not a cat. Yeah, I feel like copper is the right way to go. We want to get to this being copper. We need 2 rugged. What gives rugged again? A mineral. A mineral gives rugged. So the copper will be partially active immediately. We just have to put down a little bit of biodiversity. So you want to be adjacent to plants. I mean, it could be, it's distinct plants, right? Yeah. So I don't really want to place carrots. But if I put down a fir, which I think is like perfectly reasonable. We've already earned a sage emblem. So we put down a fir. We put down some tin. That gives us the biodiversity necessary. No, the copper requires 4. That sucks. a lot, actually. And I want to put down another plant here. We don't know what... Yeah, like we need to know what the next plant is going to be. But I want to get the, to be clear, I want to get the inventor settlement fired so that we get the project, so that we know what the inventor wants, because I'm going to try to do a better job this game of getting everybody's projects set up to their maximum values before we go into the next era, so that we have all the legacy value to carry forward. And doing so is going to definitely require at least one draft. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if we have to put the carrot down for the moment. We lose a little bit of ruggedness, but we'll get it back. Yeah, and then you're going to want to put down a stone here, which is going to get us that last point of biodiversity. It's also going to encourage us to expand in this direction. Okay. So that should get this city fired up enough that it is trying to produce a project, right? And it'll invent something, which is cool. I want to get this project like locked in, and then we're gonna call the episode approximately there. But I need that to happen. I guess while we're waiting for that to happen, we may spend some resources on Eon improvement here. For right now, let's generate some more gold in the Empress's city, the goddess's city rather. So cat temple, cats would be good. We can find some damn cats. That would be rad. For right now, we have a couple of slots over here. Let's try to generate some gold from them. What's the luxury that they created? Is it wealth focused? It's a couple points of science. I guess that's fine. Can we generate a decent amount of money here? Impalas and gazelles are both food focused, as is the zebra, unfortunately. We didn't really generate a lot of... I mean, it just says prosperity. I don't need to be doing wealth specifically. I need to be doing wealth for this. I guess this is our focus. All right, so extra wealth, extra wealth. It's a little awkward, actually. African violets generate a small amount of gold. It's not that hard to get the biodiversity up. But I can't, I believe I can't actually spend upgrade charges, right? Like a rhino is the solution to our problems, but we can't rhino yet. I think even if I bought these upgrade slots, we figured out that you can't. Yeah, you need to be in the second era, right? Gosh, we're already, like, I'm already, like, really worried about our legacy stuff. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to get all of the projects leveled up so that we can carry over enough value. So the goddess has got to get to 13 wealth for this with 2 element biotica. I guess that tells us we got to build more redstone, because we certainly don't have 2 element biotica, and I don't have any other element biotica. So I guess let's put down another redstone. We know that's happening. And then, honestly, maybe it's more wild dogs. We don't have to generate that much total wealth. Gosh, it sure would be good to have those cats. Yeah, and then we do like... We can do some different... We can do a different prey animal this time. Each distinct adjacent herbivore. All right. Let's put down a pair of wild dogs. This is going to take us right up to the edge of our eon limit as it is. Maybe it's too much to hope for, getting functional projects up in every city. Okay, the Inventor Village popped and immediately completed, earning us a charge. That's fucking rad. But this was the thing I was worried about. So undergrowth, tree, or just... You know, a toolsmith is actually pretty good with the copper. I think I'm just going to lock them into toolsmith. Undergrowth and tree. We definitely don't have a lot of trees. We have just the one undergrowth, right? I don't think any of these minerals are undergrowth minerals. Yeah, but this is 90 copper. I'm just going to take toolsmith. And the beauty of that is we don't have to do anything or spend any eon upgrading toolsmith for it to be good when it legacies out. Yeah, that's absolutely fucking fine. You are on 10. So I'm going to buy a little bit of eon room with population, I guess. Stuff is cheaper to buy early, too, it seems like. All right, and what is the prey animal we're going to put down? We used guinea fowl over there, but a gazelle seems very good. There's definitely 2 plant biotica in this biome. Wait, is there? Yes. Yeah, a gazelle seems great for this. That'll generate quite a bit of food and a fair amount of gold as well. And if you squint, a gazelle kind of looks like a cat. That's, in my opinion. I don't think I'm going to be able to convince the game of that one. I'm a little worried. I think we're going to end up moving on from Cat Temple with no cats and just like 0 legacy value. I should have just taken the damn Palace's cat. I was trying to get too clever with it. The foolishness. Can you believe it? All right. So where did that end us? 11, most of the way through 11. So yeah, I think I do want to buy more era limit. And can we get him to expand one more time? Probably. Buy a little bit more era limit and then just do some more animals over here. Yeah. We just need to be above 13 wealth for a second for this to trigger, but it might, the next thing might be wealth focused too. All right, let me buy a little bit more era limit. I'm going to use population again, I think. Let's put down another, I hate to be boring, but put down another African wild dog out here. See if that will cause the borders to expand. If I had to buy an expansion charge, I could. I could buy a border booster, rather. I could buy a border booster. But let's see if they'll do it naturally. Looks like probably no is the answer. So the thing is, I can drop another African wild dog here. And then Eon limit up. Force the border boost. And replace that lost elephant grass. So we get our gazelle value back. And that'll push, yeah, that'll push that over there. And then we have two different things wanting us to just get Goddess Town to 40 prosperity. All right, that's going to accumulate a bunch. I don't think it's going to be 40. But we're doing well. We're close. I suppose there is a sense in which it's not so important that we 3-star everything, right? Because we have recorded a 3-star now. I don't need to do this for, for the sake of marking down that we did it or whatever. But at the same time, I like to. At the same time, I like to. So I think I am gonna try to make this work, but we don't have to do it right this second. I just wanted to make sure that we got that 2-star locked in. Yeah. So I think this is where we'll call it. I'm gonna one more turn myself into a 2-hour episode here if I don't exert some control over this right now. So that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm pretty bummed out about how this cat thing did not work out. But when you come back next time, we will do everything in our power to cover this planet with cats and also find a way to put down another fruit. And gosh, we have so much stuff that I want to try to jam under the era limit. There's no way it's all going to work. But I guess it'll be fun to watch me flail, right? Fingers crossed. And we'll see you then.